Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. And keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy.
Alright folks, here we are on Wednesday, January 1st. We're going to take a look at Workhorse today, so Happy New Year. I'm actually recording this very late in the trading day on Tuesday the 31st, but posting it on New Year's Day, so I hope that is going well for everyone. I had a request to take a fresh look at Workhorse down where it currently sticks. We had done some analysis and put in all of these levels and whatnot when Workhorse had this big jump up. I think that this had something to do with like J.D. Vance visiting their factory or their headquarters or something like that. Obviously, that catalyst has very much come and gone. It's back to this sort of wrestling with this 73, 74 cent level, which is where it had been for quite some time prior to that jump up. That's where it settled on this sort of tragic run from above 2, and that was a tragic run from above 5, and so on and so forth. I mean, you get a reverse split in the middle there. So, but in any case, obviously that catalyst didn't get it done in terms of sort of a bullish reversal of some sort. And here we are just back. And we have now developed this downtrend resistance, which seems pretty apparent. It's confirmed it once, twice, so 2 or 3 times, depending on how you want to count those candles. And now it's not even sort of engaging with the downtrend resistance. It is just trapped under this like 74 cent level. And even then, it's sort of bleeding through that if you look intraday on Tuesday. So this is what it looked like coming in on Monday, right? Wrestle with that level. And very early on in the day on the 31st, confirmed resistance and then just took off south. So that's sort of the this is the long story for Workhorse, right? This is what it looks like. It looks like this for a reason. And yeah, a one-off catalyst is just not going to make it happen. I know oftentimes folks who watch these videos because they're bullish on the stock, they get annoyed with me because I say, in these stocks that have just this intense history of just getting absolutely slaughtered, for them to have some type of bullish reversal, first of all, what do you even mean by that? When the chart looks like this, what do you count as some sort of trend reversal, like a longer term trend reversal? If it gets back above 2, above 5, above 20, like what are we even talking about at some point? And then also the other thing that I mentioned is it's going to take, while I'm doing a chart analysis here, my instinct says to me, my analysis says, yes, I'm looking at the chart, but if this is going to do anything of significance, it's going to require a series of fundamental and meaningful catalysts to take place over a lengthy period of time. And that obviously is hard for any company and any stock to do, but especially when you have stocks and companies that have been under such long-term duress in the market. I mean, it's a lot to ask. So I would just say keep in mind the chart is the chart, but I think absent of prolonged sort of back-to-back catalysts that actually are meaningful, right? Not just somebody visiting a place that does something fundamentally different for the company, and then it can capitalize that and roll that into something else, and you need a slew of these things. And absent of that, I don't see how Workhorse doesn't get sort of trapped under this downtrend resistance and essentially puts in a series of descending triangles, which, as we're witnessing right now, the support level of 74 giving way under the weight of the downtrend resistance. And then even if it gets down to here, can the 62 hold under the weight of the downtrend resistance? That'll be the next sort of question here. There's probably a level right around here where it is. You see all of these candles kind of bottoming out, wicking out here, right about where it is now, just about 69. So we'll see if buyers are willing to step in there at this point. If not, are they willing to step in around the 62 level? I don't know. I don't know what buyers coming in are really looking for. I don't know what they're sort of like planning to do with that money, right? Like what they're expecting that money to do by investing in Workhorse, we'll see. And that's sort of when I start to question at what clip do buyers continue to step in and, play out a support level, right? The support level is a support level because the idea there is if the price gets to that point, buyers tend to or are likely to step in and provide some sort of stability or some sort of bounce because they want to grab the stock at that price. But again, the question being here, just like we're seeing with this like 74-cent level at the moment, what's the incentive for buyers to step in to a big enough degree to hold 62, to bounce off of 62, to come off of 62 and put some fight up toward this downtrend resistance? I don't know, but it's going to have to be something more meaningful than just the chart has a support level there. So that's what I would say. But these are the levels that I see that, to me, the most important thing at the moment is this downtrend resistance. Absent of breaking out of that and getting some significant distance from it, it seems sort of just destined to be trapped here. I mean, even if you would have had, say, a downtrend resistance, I don't know, here or something, right? And then it sort of sidestepped its way out and it had that little run, and now it's just pushed back down to it. No, it wouldn't be all the way back underneath that resistance again. It's developed a new downtrend resistance, but it's also not getting distance from it. It's not putting in a motion that says anything about sort of reversal or any staying power for that motion. Now, if we pop these out for a second, take a look at what we could learn from our EMAs. If we want to look at that, the price action is just caught in fully bearish formation for the EMAs, the 8, 21, the 34, fully in a bearish formation. And even then, the price action, these candles are getting resistance off of the 8 EMA. So just like when something has a bullish motion happening and it finds support on the 8 EMA, we say, okay, good indication here. It very well might have some more bullish momentum to exhaust before anything different happens. Same thing here on the reverse. It's trapped. It's getting resistance right off of the 8 at the moment, right? These last 3 candles, it's not even able to reach to the 21 as it had the candle, 4 candles back. And so that ability to punch up and try to move through these EMAs seems to be dwindling, therefore kind of leaning one toward the supposition that there may be some bearish momentum that is picking up steam here and will need to further be exhausted before something different happens. The 183 EMA, the all-important 183 EMA, just well out of reach at the moment, all the way up here in the 250s. So just, screams and shouts and fits and shifts away from, where it's anything that it has in reach at the moment. So, if you wanted to start to look for some support over the EMAs, the 8 would have to be the first one, but it's showing nothing but the want to resist at the moment. And even these volume shelves, I guess we could back this up a little bit. I mean, that's not going to help the the story here. If anything, it's going to hurt it. You have this huge shelf here that's getting seemingly passed through at the moment. And so you have, maybe another one here from very old price action. So we'll see if that can hold any weight, but it's getting mighty close to that as well, right? It's wicking down into that pretty significantly. And then here, things get very, very, very thin. So we'll see what that looks like. Order flow wise, this is what I'm interested in. Total profited shares proportion at close on Monday, December 30th, was just over 5% of shares were profited. So, I mean, again, not only do you have 95% of the shares that are currently held being unprofitable, right? So people were already underwater, but this sort of adds more fuel and more question that I have to that query of what's the incentive for buyers to keep stepping in here to dollar cost average down, to just sink more money into a thing that they're already underwater on, the vast majority of them. So this is where these things start to pose significant questions for me. And again, that's why I don't think that these support levels are going to really help from a chart perspective. It has to be fundamental, strong catalyst, real business case stuff, real world putting vehicles in the hands, signing contracts, those are the things that I think are going to there's going to have to be a flurry of them in a cascade and a domino effect to do anything significant and meaningful or long lasting with this stock and its price. Those are my 2 cents. All right, folks. I hope that your new year is starting off well and that you have a nice rest of the trading week when things open up on Thursday. And as always, I will see you in the next video.